Logan, why are we back here?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why did you have to lose the original footage? You know how precious it was.
I don't know what I was doing. I don't know.
You brought me back here for this?
I don't know. I wanted to have
Right
Sammy
in front of my
there, and no,
lasagna.
that was a lie. I messed up. I thought I had it, and then MB was going to be in that video, and then I forgot to actually make my compression converter thing, get the footage taken care of. And now it's been about...
Just to suffer.
And now it's been about 35 seconds of this, and people are probably wondering what the hell is going on. So, okay, so what's been happening? So what has happened... whoa, there it goes. So what has happened is you may notice that there's probably a discrepancy between the either level, the stat, the items, the amount of souls I have, which is 0 right now. There's a number of things. The reason for that being I fucked up. I just genuinely I had the footage and I forgot to do my compression thing so that I could actually, you know, do stuff with it afterwards. Everyone's audio had been sent in. It was all ready. And then I lost it. I can't really excuse it anymore past that point. So what I actually literally ended up doing, because I didn't want to scrap an entire, you know, playthrough, and because this game is actually pretty fun to go through, I literally then that next like weekend, I literally just replayed the entire game up to that point. And now here we are, once again, ready to do a do-over of Session 6.
However,
Never forget,
However,
everybody, that this is a game that's meant to be replayed.
For sure. So that I had at least that going for me.
However,
Yes, Matt?
instead of MB, you get me. I'm sorry about that.
Hello.
Yep. No, you're good. And Sammy is here as well. Hello, Sammy.
Everybody's here!
Everyone's back.
Oh my god, it's those guys from the fucking shred of turtle.
The shredding.
Yeah.
Where?
Booyakasha.
But
Cowabunga.
Oh, actually, before I forget, while you travel through this murky little swampish area, I do believe it's in Hype's contract at the moment that he tells us what his thoughts are on this game, because he doesn't have much time with us.
Yep.
Yeah,
Make
because
sure he gets that in.
I was not expecting us to start as late as we did. No one's fault, but still.
Oh, that happened. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, I'd say it was fun going through this game, watching Logan go through this. So, in general, I just honestly really enjoy the concept of these, you know, shoot the wind kind of commentaries, where it's just even though we are playing something that is interesting, we just spend most of it just, you know, catching up, talking about whateverness. And I actually wouldn't mind us doing more playthroughs like this for the sake of, you know, because obviously it's fun to actually talk about the games, but just also fun to just talk about things in general in videos. It's honestly not too removed from something I've contemplating proposing for the channel for a while, where we would have, sort of, not fully podcast-ish videos, but just videos of just talking about, random things. Something not dissimilar to that 2017 retrospective we did years ago.
Oh, that was a fun time, yeah.
I can already think of, one playthrough I could do for the channel that could pretty much just be us shooting the shit much in the same vein as this game.
Oh.
It's something I decided to play. I decided to recently, now that's been put on the N64 online service. An old Rareware title called Blast Corps.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. I remember that game.
Basically, we can talk about whatever we feel like, while I go literally destroying everything for the sake of protecting two very brittle nukes.
Well, I mean, that's entirely fair. That is entirely fair, and you got it's a solid 9 to 5.
Essentially, yeah. A solid 9 to 5 while I go steering the world's slipperiest dump truck of an ass.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
more on that later.
Yep.
I was about to say, I know one other shoot the shit game that I'm gonna do, but we'll save that for a surprise.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Oh.
I forgot. I
This
cannot
place
roll when I'm in the
stinks.
swamp.
Logan, why'd you die when I said
there.
that? Is it because
Actually,
you know it's gonna be that shit?
Maybe.
So, what can you tell us about the Swamp of Sorrow, aside from how sneaky it is and how easy it is for you to lose your freaking body like that?
So this became a point of contention for basically the wonderful little image of Miyazaki as what was Dick Dastardly's dog name? Muttley.
Muttley.
This has been Miyazaki's Muttley moment, we will call it, for probably somewhere between 15 years. I forget how old this game actually is, but for a long time, this has been kind of his like big Muttley moment of he loves these things. He loves poison swamps. Everyone hates them because they slow your movement down. You're gonna get poisoned. So because as far as game design goes, this genuinely just becomes a war of attrition, of just running through and just like, you know, how high are your stats? They are very much dang, I can't roll. Just sprint.
Why would you roll that filth?
You can roll when you're not in the water itself, I guess. Like it's too thick otherwise. But yeah, no, it's just a problem of like this is his idea of a experience barrier to see how high your mobility is, how good your health is, because you're gonna have to likely start tanking hits. These would become a staple in the Souls-like series. We would see them return in numerous games. Elden Ring, I believe, has 4 going on 5 swamps like this.
Oh my god.
Oh, DLC,
Yeah.
so there's going to be 6.
There's gonna be 6.
Tell me, has Miyazaki ever expressed if his favorite Western movie was Shrek or not?
I don't think so because Shrek implies that you need to get out of the swamp. He would rather invite you into it forever.
No, his favorite
point.
character is Swamp Thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
There we go.
Dude, what was
That
that,
was
fucking
annoying.
wheeze that thing did? It was like wheeze right that fucking died.
Because he's getting ready for yoga.
Look at that.
Sun salutation. So,
You can still hear a few bones popping while he's standing like that.
all right, let me de-poison myself.
But yeah, just looking at this place, it stinks about as much as the current Avatar show.
That's right, Sammy.
Why do you commit yourself to such atrocities?
For fun.
Why do you do this?
Fun?
Yeah.
I mean that's fair. It's why some people enjoy watching Madam Web.
People
For the
enjoy
fun.
watching that movie?
Yeah, no, straight up. I just finished earlier today watching a review from Your Movie Sucks. Adam was talking about having seen it, where it was something where he was able to already in the first like, oh god, okay, get on the solid ground.
Roll out of the way.
Solid ground. Yeah, I'm gonna get the solid ground because I don't like dealing with those guys. They fly. I cannot fly. Ow. Uh-oh.
Oh, the stank
Okay.
broke your fall.
Alright, I'm alive. Okay, we're just gonna run back. It's okay. We're all good here. I actually was thinking that was gonna become a lot worse than it actually was. And I got a free thief ring, even though I'm pretty sure this is now the 3rd one of these you can get in the game. Well, look at that. I don't know my way around here. I see a giant wall, so I'm just gonna run in this direction, hope it's the right direction. Anyway, I was watching Your Movie Sucks review of the game, and he had to say that he forwarded all this he prefaced all this by saying he loves cringe. Like, he loves it. He wants there to be more cringe in the world, which is why he's recommending.
Is he only saying that because that's the only job he has?
Possibly.
Maybe, possibly. I mean, it keeps him talking. It's like the frickin' Anton Ego monologue at the end of Ratatouille. Like, it's both fun to write and to read.
That is true.
But yeah, no, he basically believes that Madam Web is the next big so bad it's good movie. And he recommends everybody go see it. And
preferably not giving Sony your money.
correct. But yeah, slugs. But anyway, that's how things are doing on the movie side. Sammy, would you say the Avatar show is a so bad it's good show?
Oh, fucking
Okay.
Well, how about this? Let's go ahead and rip this Band-Aid off. Better or worse than the M. Night movie?
It is better than the M. Night movie, but it is... So, Doug Walker kind of described it best to me of how I felt about it. It felt like they were trying to explain shit to you that didn't need to be said like you were a fucking child. Like, you needed to be told, level down, like,
Gotcha.
hey, this is what's happening, and this is why it's happening, instead of showing genuine emotion.
So real quick.
And, you know...
So real quick, we're talking about the M. Night movie now, right?
No, the, Netflix show.
No, the show does
Okay.
this. They lean too heavily into the. They lean too
boy.
heavily into the. We need to explain this to newcomers because we're assuming that everybody who's seen the show have never heard of Avatar in their life, and they overcompensated.
Basically, because, like, they're trying to already explain Azula's descent into madness, which didn't really need to be explained. I know Twitter likes arguing about this right now, because that's a whole fucking food for thought thing. But it didn't need to be, like, personally explained early on. It could have been a natural descent down, still.
You know what I find annoying about this particular sequence right now?
What's up?
Yeah.
Just seeing all, like, there's a whole pile of dead snails, and yet they wibble and wobble so much because, for all we know, there's probably a couple of strays still alive in that whole pile.
I was about to say, that
And I
technically
can't tell
slugs because they don't
who's-
have shells.
And I can't tell like who's alive and who isn't. And...
Also, Sammy, do you mind if I bring up one thing that Doug Walker said?
Oh.
If you're talking about the genocides, go ahead.
Yeah, pretty much Doug Walker did mention in the review that, yeah, he loves Avatar, it's his favorite show, and he has a great thing of, like, talking about showing Aang's backstory and the genocides. He says, we see Aang's backstory in the first episode, and if you are a crazy diehard fan of the original, you know this is blasphemous.
Yeah, because
So,
it didn't really
yeah.
show, I guess. I mean, other than that, like,
Oh, jeez.
Doug and I finished Korra Season 3. We're about to start 4, the last season of Korra.
Nice.
I mentioned it at the time of this. I mentioned it last night. I like the villains. Up until they did a stupid thing at the very end.
So, to explain for those who have never seen Korra and need an explanation on Zahir and what he did at the end.
Yes, please.
So, Zahir poisoned Korra with metallic mercury, basically. It was mercury poisoning is what he injected into her.
Interesting.
Which is not a bad method. I don't think that's what the complaint... that's not what the complaint is. It was interesting. And then Jinora, using her spirit sending, saw it and was like, oh, okay, we're kind of on our own kind of thing. She didn't hint in yet that they knew about the poison so that they wouldn't get caught. So that was smart on her end.
Right.
So then, at the end, Zahir, during the battle with Korra, Korra's about to literally, like, she's on the brink of death from the mercury poisoning because it's finally settled into her system. And literally Zahir starts laughing and they're like, why are you laughing? And then he's like, oh, you'll never heal her once the poison's already set in. You don't have time. She's gonna die. And then Jinora literally in that moment was like, hey, there's metal in her body. Someone might want to get that out of her when there's two metal benders right there who are able to do so.
Yeah, why would you say that out loud with people who clearly know how to do and
He said the
counteract that?
quiet part out loud.
He did. Dang. And so that's the part that you're most well, not to come across as like I'm belittling that, but it's like that was the big like point of contention there, Doug.
I did like him up until he fucking said it. It just ruined it for me. It was like, you don't fucking say that shit. Be quiet,
Like
you piece
just
of
that,
shit.
like if
That
you want to
megaphone
gloat,
down.
oh god, like if you want to gloat, by all means gloat, but just say something like, your precious hero will be far too weak to ever like stop me or something like that. And
Yeah,
just
like
leave it at that. Don't
like
specify.
that kind of wording would be fine with me. Just
like,
giving
they-
the obvious thing of what you did right in front of people that can possibly bend it out of her ruins it for me. I'm sorry.
I mean,
that just
I
really
will
ruins
say
it for me.
too-
Like, be vague about it, fine, but saying the whole thing, no.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Well, okay,
Tape
to
your
be
mouth
fair,
shut.
he still was kind of vague about it, because he didn't say, oh, I put metal poisoning in her. He just said, I poisoned her, and that can somewhat be a vague term in itself. Like,
Well, yeah, of course, but
I
in the
think-
intent of what the poison can be amplified to.
yeah.
I think I'm going to defend just slightly. He said it to the point. He said it literally at the time where he thought, there's nothing they can do. They can't stop me. And didn't know that one of them could sense it was Mercury. Therefore,
No, I can agree.
He didn't understand it. Like, yeah, so...
I can agree there. That's fine. However, he was in a metal bending city before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the idea could have been that.
Yeah. Well, and again, Janora
Like,
did
I
see
still think
it.
he should have kept his mouth shut or be very, very vague about it.
Yeah, he should have kept his mouth shut in not saying that she was poisoned, because then they'd be like, what the fuck's going on? What's happening with her?
Speaking of where we are and stuff, yeah.
But
I mean, it's a better season than season 2.
but
Like, fuck the uncle. He can just fucking.
Everything is better than season 2.
Dang.
I mean, he kind of did.
Even Sam was. Even Sam was fucking chuckling when I saw the fucking hallucination vision of him coming up, and I was like, just kill yourself again.
Just-
You're literally a bad fucking character. Get out.
yeah, but then
You're going to
like when a mod appeared up, you're like the goat.
You're going to like in season
why he's the
4,
goat.
where they literally make fun of that villain. They make fun of him while getting his actor back to play him and make fun of him.
Great, I can make a darker
That's
joke.
That's nice of
Yeah,
him.
but they don't show like the actual Unalaq. They show like the actor Unalaq from the movers.
That's fine.
Ow!
Ugh, damn
Ow.
bloodsuckers.
Ow.
Wow, that sucks.
But
Oh.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I do genuinely like season 3 a bit more for its themes and maturity in it. Season 4 is a little mid, but it is cool they got Zelda Williams as the main villain.
Hey, she does a great
Oh,
job.
that's cool.
Oh yeah.
Not again!
I will say this much: this is the only contribution I can really make to the whole Korra tangent, since I have very little next to no experience with the show, or just both like the Avatar series in general. But I didn't know Pauline was a firebender.
That's true. I'm making this whole runway back here, so I'm gonna try and activate a shortcut so I don't have to go through the swamp again.
Actually,
You're
it's funny because like the person who voices Pauline in like Super Mario Odyssey is the same person who does adult Toph Beifong in the series. It's really funny.
Oh, small world.
There we go. Shortcut
And it's
unlocked.
only adult
Alright.
Toph Beifong. It's not like old Toph Beifong. That's done by someone who sadly has passed a while ago. I forgot who.
Isn't
Do you
saying
think
that
that
there's
she's-
an old. Isn't saying that there's an old Toph technically a spoiler for season 4?
Doug already knows about it.
I've already known.
Oh,
about
okay.
that.
Okay. Then we're good. We're good. Do you think the one who plays adult Toph Beifong? I can't say the name over and over again. That's
Just
gonna,
say Toph.
That's gonna make it sound silly. Yeah, the adult Toph. Do you think that actress is gonna come back for the sequel movie?
You know, maybe. It's possible Kate Higgins could come back for that. But I don't know, since, like... Well, then again, I don't know also because, like, they have, like, literally replaced most of the original cast, except for Dante Bosco, because of, you know, wanting to cast more authentic voice actors and people of color for those roles. Which is fine, I have no complaints about
That's
it.
fair.
As
Right.
long as they do the job right, I don't care, personally.
Right. All good here. All good here. Oh my gosh. Okay, the poison swamp chapter is finally done. Let's get on with
What kind of poison? Mercury poison? Anyway.
I really hope there's a shower behind this curtain.
Nope. But unfortunately, there's someone we need to. Unfortunately, we need to give someone a shower himself. The dirty Colossus.
Hopefully, speaking of showers, I hope that they have, you know, running water, unlike what I had for like an hour.
Sorry to hear, man.
Like the water turned off. The water here turned off at like the most perfect time too. Like I literally got out of the shower, and right after that is when the water turned off.
So this guy just has a gun.
Gun.
A gun that shoots whatever that
Bees.
is. Bees.
Dr. Bees.
What is his hands made out of hives or something?
Kind of.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Probably heal.
Yep. Okay, backing up. If you need to get the bees off of you, because they will deal constant damage, you can actually run into any of these torches, and running into the torches will set you on fire briefly, and actually you know, burn the bees off. Okay, dodge that.
Jeez, oh jeez, there's bees all over me.
Charge in. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, we're fine.
That feels
Just need to
good.
get one more. Just need to get one more good hit in, but I'm gonna heal up, so I play it safe. And charge in. Ow! Just die.
Damn.
Okay.
You don't belong in this ecosystem anyway.
Yay. Okay, Dirty Colossus down. See, we're back on track-ish.
It's all good down here in the rotting, whatever this place is.
Haven.
The rotting
Because
haven.
it's time to finally go after our next Archdemon Soul, and the Archdemon Soul recipient of this place has a bit of an interesting twist to it. You see, when we enter in here, we shall meet the wielder of the darks of, you know, this Archdemon Soul. This entire like land of pestilence and like lepers and stuff, it basically was filled with individuals who had been outcast from society, and one poor saint had took it upon herself to try and, like, you know, covet and hold all of their misery and try to offer them some relief and stuff. And the problem is that in doing so, became a wielder of a demon soul herself. And of course, many adventurers were, you know, trying to go after her for the soul because it would grant power. This one night being her sole defense.
You know, kind of looks like Matt playing Helldivers.
And Steve unfortunately had to leave.
Kind of see it. Oh, that's that.
Oh well.
So, the person who did Old Tough Pavlong was Phyllis Sampler, who did Miumi Tachikawa in the original Digimon Adventures, and the movies as well. She also did, she did a lot of anime, actually, if I'm gonna be real with you. She also, in Dragon Ball Super, did Son Goku and Son Goten, as well.
Uh-huh.
And in AI Somnium File, she was Mayumi Matsushita.
Oh shit, that's Oda. That's Oda's. Isn't that Oda's mom?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Oh shit.
Oh, no.
She passed away in 2021.
Oh.
Man. That actually hits pretty hard, considering we finished those games not that long ago.
Right. Even though it kind of did a really weird thing where it kind of, I assume at the time they didn't mean for it to be, in a really unfitting thing where she canonically has become a maid in one of those maid cafe places. And that was a little weird. Remember, she became a mermaid and she learned that she was going to be and hence why Ota at the end of Nirvana Initiative, it was found that she was now working as a mermaid, and he was like, "Mom?" And it was this whole thing.
I'm sure they're gonna be a little more respectful, considering she technically is an older citizen. Like, maybe it's one of those things where I don't know.
I
wait,
getcha.
she was also
Speaking-
the little brother of Mako and fucking Kill a Kill, Mataro.
I still need to see that anime
It's
sometime.
really good. If you don't mind the fan service a bit, it is good.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm definitely well aware it's, not exactly PG-13.
Yeah.
So that was Maiden Astraea's sole line of defense that I just bonked multiple times on the head.
Thank you, Papa Pal Mitch.
Thank you, Papa Pal Vinland. Now I'm plagued. Oh crap. Actually, this is probably bad. There we go.
What happens when you're plagued?
It basically works as a faster form
Poison.
of a poison.
Damn it, you got
boy,
yourself
well then,
poisoned just
we'll
like
make this
Cora
quick.
did. What the fuck's wrong with you, Logan?
Aww. Alright, we'll just make this conversation quick.
I act like Cora asked to get poisoned, and I'm sorry if that's the implication.
I mean, too, Zahir, definitely. It's like, you asked for this. Fuck you.
There we go.
Oh, didn't even have to touch her.
Nope. She took it from there, and there are some, there are some where if you kill her, you'll skip all her dialogue and just get the soul anyway. But that's rude. But there we go.
rude.
I have now acquired.
That's
It's
rude.
very,
At least
very
allow her to make peace with her demise.
Yep. So with that, we have now acquired, for a second time, every single archdemon soul apart from the one that's in Boletarian Castle, which we must go and acquire.
Who's all ready for a book ending?
Yay! Where's the Maiden in Black? I need to level up. Yada. Okay. What can I do?
Don't care. I'm probably gonna. You know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say something, but that technically it is a spoiler.
That's fair. I had plans. I remember feeling so like, yay! I'm gonna surprise people. Not.
Well, you're gonna surprise some of us here.
Yeah, some of us
That
did.
is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Fuck that up.
Alright, so Sammy, we're now going to go back to Inner Ward, where we destroyed that massive knight in the giant armor, if you recall, a long while back.
that.
Because now we can actually start on approaching the big castle.
To the inner ward.
Welcome to Ba Sing Se again.
There is
There
no
is
war in Ba
war.
Sing Se.
Sam, I don't want to
can't-
keep coming back here. The city has no fucking hope.
I still love that. Hey fat controller.
Hey, fat
Sort
controller.
of Topham hat.
Topham hat. Oh my god, that's Sir Topham hat, but diseased.
So it's Sir Topham Hat.
He's,
He's
not,
not
diseased.
diseased, though.
He's just not all
He's
there.
diseased in the mind.
Yeah, he is. I would love to like see from his dog.
No!
I would love to see from his perspective, dog. I would love to. I would love to see. I would love to see.
Logan,
from
I'm
his-
sorry. I'm sorry, Logan. What you just demonstrated there is literally the equivalent of Doug going all squirrel.
Squirrel!
That's right. That's right. Since we last did all this, we actually introduced James to a scene. Up
And
for the
James is
first
going to
time.
get relentlessly
Yeah.
bullied in the comments for not seeing
Listen,
No, he
I'm
has seen
I'm
it
so,
now.
listen. I'm sorry if the last Pixar movie I've seen in the last recent Pixar movie I've seen within the past 15 something years, aside from Turning Red, was Ratatouille.
Jacques.
You know, fair enough.
It's like
Jacques.
it's like me saying some of the guys here, even though we watched it like a year ago or so, haven't fucking seen Gremlins. Compared to me.
know.
What's
there's-
Gremlins?
There is no gremlins in Ba Sing Se.
There is no Gremlins.
Sam, I'm gonna get a
Ba
gun.
Sing
Fuck bossing
There are
say.
some classic movies that we haven't seen
Yeah,
up
like
to this
Matilda.
point. It's
I've
kind of like
never
what
seen
happened
Matilda.
with. I remember seeing it briefly. I remember seeing parts
hate
of it
life.
on VHS, but never fully.
I hate
Oh,
life. I'm sorry.
But that actually did remind me. Funny that you mentioned Matilda. The actress that did play Matilda in the movie was actually a character from the first episode of Hell of a Boss.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
the
she's-
pilot, just
yeah.
the first episode.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
with
is
the
the,
Madhouse family.
Yeah.
She was the teacher.
She was a
There's also
teacher
some
whose
bad-
husband fucked another woman. I'm sorry for being visceral.
Anyway, hold on. Yeah. Also, hold on. What's up, Matt?
Random fun fact about her, by the way. She's a great person, Mara Wilson. Her cousin is not. She's cousins with
How's
Ben
that a fun
Shapiro.
fact?
Oh.
He's cousin with Ben
She is
Shapiro.
cou-
That's not a fun
Yeah,
fact.
Matilda is cousins with Ben Shapiro, apparently.
How is
That's
that
an unfun fact.
Exactly.
I don't like. Oh.
Geneva Convention, more like Geneva Suggestion.
So you're saying hypothetically?
Alright, let me put away some of this stuff.
Now, excuse me as I make my own birthday cake.
That's probably still one of my favorite bits from the most recent season of oh Jesus, I'm getting shot.
Hello.
I have an arrow in my left arm. We're good.
We're good.
But it's probably one of my favorite moments from Jellystone season 3, where Snagglepuss is even.
I
saw-
watch more Jellystone shit. I should have honestly joined.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's so good. Like there's
It's
this
actually
whole
really solid.
there's a whole episode that's based around space ghosts and all that. And what's fucking hilarious about it is that instead of like you think, okay, which version of Space Ghost, the original that tried to actually be a superhero, or the oh Jesus,
That's a spicy meatball.
Ow.
but no, it's like which version of Space Ghost are you going to do? The original that actually was trying to be a hero, or the coast to coast version who was a goofy weird old man? Their answer was yes.
Yeah, they went with both versions.
They combined both of them, and it got so fucking stupid. I love it.
It was. Oh no, it was.
Like,
Easily one of the biggest highlights of the show so far, assuming, there's never a fourth season.
yeah,
Right.
I will say one of the funniest parts is where, apparently a lot of the dialogue for, Space Ghost in his episode was based off of the writer's experiences with his, geriatric grandpa. Like, one of the lines is, can we go get ice cream? Small vanilla cones only. None of that fancy stuff. And apparently that's legitimately a thing this guy's grandpa said to him once.
Oh, Jesus.
Aw.
He's at that ripe age where he can totally mimic it.
Yeah. Where the hell am I? Oh, you again.
Hello.
We meet again. Fancy that?
The dude who I thought sounded like the guy from Old Game, from Still Game, not Old Game. Old Game is what it reminds me of, but it's Still Game.
I mean, the main characters are old people, so you're not technically wrong by that one, Logan. Speaking of which, we need to get back to that soon.
Yes. Doug needs to show more of his culture.
Yep.
Right.
Like the fun fact
So
I
I was
gave
just
from the
gonna
first episode.
Oh, what was the first? Oh, yeah, the fact that you were near that area.
They filmed near one of my school areas. Yeah.
Aw. I can't even wear this thing. Wow.
Yeah, it looks a little gaudy.
Oh, I
It
must
looks
not
like
even.
it's
I must not even have the
compensating
right.
for something.
Okay, that's good. That is not good. Okay. Now that I know that a lot of this stuff is just not good, we're gonna send you this storage so I can actually.
That's good! That's bad.
I need to figure out if I can even carry this stuff. There's so much. Again, thank goodness in follow-up games, the inventory that you don't currently have equipped does not count to your overall weight. They learn to not pull a Fallout. Fallout is not fun.
Hey! Hey!
Shots fired today.
Fallout. Wait, let it be known that in Fallout 76 they went out of their way to patch out something that was actually making people have more fun by having infinite carry limit.
Okay, to be fair, recent Fallout, yeah, Fallout 76, I do agree with you, but come on, Fallout New Vegas, come on, man, come on.
All right. Wow. Oh god, and then you showed up. Oh god.
You need to touch some grass.
Oh haha, that's the joke. Oh, not a freaking assassin who's step dancing towards me.
Would anyone else like to come out of the woodwork to beat my ass?
Yes.
I'm ready for you. Womp.
And then just suddenly another slug from the freaking sewer makes its long
Falls
trek
down
over
again.
here. Yeah.
He finally fell down. He'd been waiting. Anyway, I was gonna make the joke of like, I've been doing it a lot this entire time. I know, but like, when I use this thing, I love just how like, what's that noise? There's a fight going on. But I love just how fast people drop when I like use this thing to like slam down on top of them. Like, let me get up here first. Like, watch this. Watch how fast this man like just drops. Done.
I mean, makes sense. You're literally wielding a stone slab fashioned into a sword.
Yeah. Ow. Oh god. Not yet. Now.
Like, honestly, I'm amazed you can even wield that thing with your two hands.
I'm a strong woman who don't need no hand.
But you need the hands to hold the hilt. You need your hands to hold the hilt.
I could juggle this thing if I truly wanted.
I can dream, Harold.
I can dream, Harold.
Ow.
Now I'm just thinking of someone who just makes the most impractical weapons.
Oh my god. Oh my god, there's actually stuff down here.
Thank God.
I thought I was gonna die.
Wow, all this neat swag broke my fall.
Help. Now, how the hell do I get down? Oh, okay, we just...
Okay, I was about to add, I'd hope there's some sort of, like, parkour physics or whatever, because I'm pretty sure this game doesn't have the jump button.
Yeah, no, that's another thing that some could maybe call it a step down in terms of, like, design. I think it just makes it a lot simpler to worry about, is, originally, so this game allows you, there's more verticality. You can fall down on top of things. Oh, I didn't even see this path. You can fall down on top of things. You can vault over banisters and railings. They eventually dropped that in in later games like Dark Souls and stuff. You could no longer climb up and over. Dang, a lot of moongrass. My guess is that they dropped this because it was causing too much confusion of people trying to jump over everything. Just know that. This is, I think, the only game where you can actually, like, voluntarily vault over things and climb up onto chest-high ledges and stuff automatically. From after this game onwards, if a ledge is higher than your head or higher than your chest, if you can't, if unlike, how to put this, if you can't Mario jump on top of it, you're probably not meant to go up there. And the game will lock you out.
I assume the later games are designed well enough to where that should never be an issue. Where like you accidentally fall into an area just like that, but you have no means of jumping off of it.
Oh yeah, no. There will either be a ladder or you will die.
Or you will die. Okay.
Yep. So it's all about taking the good with the bad. Die. It's also the freaking like heavy metallic clonk you hear when I still think that is a very satisfying weapon to use. Who would else like a demonstration? You? Where the hell did your... Oh, there it is.
That spear went far.
Yeah, it's like a freaking catapult, and his body was the fulcrum. But yeah,
do you think the PC version of this game has a mod out there where whenever you clonk someone like that, it just gets replaced with a fucking vine, like the the metallic like vine bonk or whatever? I forget what it is.
Oh yeah. No, but I still would love if somebody could mod this game to replace it with the Taco Bell gong.
That would honestly be pretty funny, if not a little repetitive after a while.
Okay, it would get old really fast, you're right. I use it way too often.
Oh, oh my god. There has to be a Souls game where someone's modded the audio to make it sound like it came straight out of Ed, and Eddie.
I would love that. Off the top of my head, the only time I've ever seen somebody... Oh god.
Uh-oh.
We're not vaulting over that wall just yet.
What do you mean just yet?
Anyone else feel anything? Well, I don't feel right.
I had an idea, but suddenly it just disappeared.
Also, Pixar just announced what its new movie's gonna be in. It's a musical called Ducks.
What?
Ducks?
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, it's called Ducks.
Like, really? But
For real?
okay.
Also,
But do we know
Jimmy
anything else
Neutron
about-
fucking predicted that because literally there's a joke called Ducks the Musical. And Jimmy Neutron.
Thank you, Hugh
Hugh's
Neutron.
big
I
story
did
that
not
came
know-
True.
I did not know that we're already getting a sequel to Migration. Interesting.
Yeah, I was honestly thinking the same thing. Didn't we just get a Duck movie from another
It's
prolific
clear they
3D
want
animation
to
studio?
make a better Duck movie, just like how Book of Life threatened
Oh, crap.
their
Ostrava.
ever being, so they had to make Coco for it. So
We have to save Ostrava.
Oh, yeah.
And that just, I don't know. It's between this and like, again, like that baseball short, I genuinely thought was interesting. Ostrava, get out of here. You're in danger. I am in danger.
Yes, you are. Touch some grass.
Thank you. Oh my lord!
clearly you're not
Okay,
touching
touch some
enough
more grass.
Look,
Like, how
Ostrava,
hard
I
do
think
these
they
guys
can.
hit?
Ostrava, I think they can
Oh, he's a goner.
see you. Ostrava, I think they can see you. I'm sorry, Ostrava. I'm trying to save you.
Stravo, you're stuck in
Okay.
the fucking wall right now.
I'll distract them. Ostrava. You have to run.
I think he's stuck in the
Thank
wall.
God.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. Okay, there we go. I stopped him. I told him it was okay. So he's supposed to run up these stairs and to the left into an alleyway and hunker down, not into a flagpole and just break.
Hello, Paul.
Your father's the king.
Does
Oh,
that
now
mean
he's
you're a
going back
prince?
up. Okay, cool. Bye.
There, you're thinking with your head. Bye.
Did he always go like that?
Yeah, this means it must be the typically if your body's like that, it means that he has like the power of a ring, or that he has the power of his own soul form helping him die. So he's got that going for him. Let's get some more healing items. We're gonna need a lot. That we're getting close to the final parts of this game. We just have to approach the giant Boletarian castle, which is up there. So it's a big one. It's a big wall we gotta get to go first, which means we gotta go through the king's one of the king's last line of defenses.
Big ass wall.
Yep. You and his whole army.
Yeah, because he's got a lot of knights now, like way too many. And the complicated part is trying to draw their aggro in such a way where I can hopefully anger some of them and not the whole army at once. Because if I anger the whole army at once, we're gonna be in trouble.
So, duly noted. Don't go throwing the moon at their faces from a close distance.
Oh. Meanwhile, he's like, oh god, I did not work out until today.
I forgot how much I hated stairs.
And there he goes. So he's gonna flee.
Rocky
Okay.
makes it look so easy.
That literally reminded me of the fucking joke I did when we initially did this fucking session where I was wheezing with the fucking echo.
I know, and I love that. Just like, just in the distance, just.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, well, we angered one of them.
I would have done it again, but I don't have the energy to even do it.
Crap. Okay, we've angered both at once now. See if I can time this right. Nope, I cannot time it right. Running away for a second.
Running away.
Okay, we got a lot of healing though, so this could work out fine.
Oh, barnacles! What could be worse than one crimson head? Oh, I know. 2 crimson heads.
Jesus.
I actually like the name Crimson Head. I think that works for them. Oh my gosh, they can combo for days. I missed. Okay.
I was about to say
we're
fucking
gonna
sweats.
Oh god. I'm gonna be Swiss cheese. I'm gonna be Swiss cheese.
Oh no. Not the Swiss cheese.
Okay, we're disengaging for a second. Behind this corner. Touch the grass.
We are strategically retreating.
It's totally fair. There. Now that I'm on stairs, perhaps I can maybe get the upper hand.
God, they take a lot of punishment.
But it's because they have their shields up, and I need to get them without the shield, or do this.
That works too.
Okay.
There you go, you sweating bastard.
Yeah.
Gee, Mr. Crimson Head, you sure are sweaty.
Hey, Mr. Crimson Head, you're all sweaty again. I don't know. You know what? I can't think of anything. Like, I can't think of any other quotes from what we were describing earlier. Let's go dunk on Villeneuve again. I like him.
Whoa! Sorry to interrupt your embarrassing whiff of a miss right there. So you're about to notice some inconsistencies with the Demon Souls footage moving forward. Just the gameplay. The audio is still the same session that you were hearing just now. Long story short, I believe I may have turned off the capture software before it had fully finished processing everything that had been recorded in this redo of a finale session, and I did not want to subject my co-commentators and friends to another full hour of playing this entire game again, nor did I want to play an entire third playthrough starting from base character, base stats, trying to get the weapons I want again. So I instead decided to try for the first time a New Game Plus run of Demon Souls on this very same character after I beat it, in this session. So this is just to quickly explain why there's going to be some inconsistencies in the amount of damage and health and, just base stats in general. I'll hopefully show this off to show what they actually were, but the audio is still going to be the same from this previous session. I will do my best to sync them up with the instances of gameplay that happened in the New Game Plus recording I did. And yeah, we're just going to make this as seamless as possible. So that's just to clear up any confusion on why it's about to get a little weird, or at least look a little inconsistent. So, New Game Plus footage, go!
Villeneuve. How do you pronounce his name, Matt?
Denis Villeneuve.
Denis Villeneuve. Okay.
Denis Villeneuve.
He believes
This sounds like
that man.
This sounds like the time that I was trying to pronounce entropy, and I would stutter every single fucking time I tried.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We have ourselves a new boss. No, the boss is not him.
That would be pretty pathetic. But instead, we're dealing with whoever just shanked him.
Damn, I can't believe Sir Thomas is dead.
Thomas is under new management. So, welcome to the next big boss we have to face.
I mean, we can talk
with a very crude name.
We can talk about Villeneuve if we want.
He's the Penetrator.
What?
I don't
That's his
like
name.
that name.
Oh god. That's a penetration attack.
Oh dear.
Don't want to get hit by that.
That's his name during sex.
Oh.
Ow.
So what can we expect from the Penetrator here?
Him to penetrate.
He will penetrate. Basically just fortunately he telegraphs all of his attacks. So I'm just gonna have to do some. I'm just gonna have to do some trades here. I mean, I'm doing a lot of damage, especially with my enchanted sword. I just need to play it safe. Let him attack first. Ooh, nice. Ducked around it.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm actually gonna heal, so I don't be stupid about this.
This almost feels like a war of attrition.
But thankfully, if you are quick-witted enough, you can defeat him. Now, you would think, well, lucky, you just beat 1-3 technically. Nope. The first world, which is also the last world, pulls a little bit of a mix-up on you, and actually has a fourth area we got to go through.
Wow.
So we're going to go back. We're gonna consume some of these souls and do like one more round of level ups because this will be our last real chance.
This will be our last time here. One hoped.
Aww. But yes, in terms of like riffing on that director, whose name I will allow Matt to repeat
Denis.
later.
Just say Denis.
on Mr. Denis, on Mr. Denny. His whole thing is that recently he said that he believes that movies should not rely on dialogue. That it's a problem if they do so, and I'm not. So here's the thing. I'm not gonna like try to pretend like, oh my gosh, like a movie must, its dialogue is everything, but certainly like dialogue can be a contributing factor to having fun. Like just like there are very good moments and stuff. Heck, earlier today, not from a movie or a TV show, I know, shut up, the example still applies. I was watching Goldbolt talk about Crack in Time and how Charles Martinet probably has one of the best lines in the whole series.
Oh yeah, that particular line.
I mean, I can say like that the universe has a wonderful sense of humor. The trick is learning to take a joke. Like it's again, it's not like, oh yeah, this is like this has to be done to it can't be a good movie otherwise, but like dialogue is super useful.
Oh, it's important.
Like,
yeah, no, dialogue is very important. Which is again kind of weird that Villeneuve is like, oh, dialogue, it's not important for a movie. I don't remember a movie due to its dialogue. Everybody, off the top of your head, say a really memorable quote from a movie.
I'll be back.
Yeah, no, that works. I'll be backwards.
How did we get back here, Kronk? You got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make any sense.
Like certain deliveries, certain lines, like they're super important to it, like working. How about you, Sammy and Doug?
Eat your veggies. I don't know.
Drink your Ovaltine.
Drink your Ovaltine. Son of a bitch.
Right, like that line mixed with that follow-up of like again, like, but yes, I understand what he's trying to say is that a movie doesn't live and die by its dialogue. Like there's more to it. Like the best part of a movie is rarely a line. It's a contributing factor to, okay, this is a very annoying like technique. I know mine's not much better. There you go. But your technique was more boring than mine. At least mine involves the full back I gotta swing.
All you got is a magic shield. I got a magic sword.
Which, as we all know, is the best. Is better.
It really is. Like, I don't remember making too much use out of the... Well, then again, the magic shield in Medieval, I think that was just the gold sword, wasn't it?
Yeah, and even that... Well, the gold shield was like his magic shield. And even then, that shield can still break eventually.
Yeah, and then you got the magic sword, which is honestly, like, the best thing the best thing to have in the game.
Hell yeah, I'm on his side.
But no, I don't know, Villeneuve's comment was pretty stupid in my opinion. That's basic.
It was, though. It does make me think. Have him direct the Metroid movie if there ever is one.
Yeah, fair enough. I would say he would. I would say he would do a good one. I do love the Dune. I do love his version of Dune. I think that is a great movie. Even though, again, there are a couple problems. Like, there is one thing I learned that happens in the most recent film that I will admit I'm a little peeved about.
Oh?
One of my favorite characters from the book is not in the movie.
Aww.
Yeah, and
this is weird because that character is in the first movie, isn't he?
Yeah, no, the character is in the first movie for some reason, but he's not in the second for some reason. So
maybe he just didn't see him as a necessary inclusion.
Supposedly he even had some deleted scenes. So who's producing the film? Who are the producers of the film?
Warner Brothers.
So Warner Brothers unfortunately likely said that, hey, we don't have a lot of time. Like, you can't do the whole thing. You have to trim your movie down a bit. And oh, jeez.
Even though it's already in like what, 2 parts?
Yeah, when you put it like that, it really makes it seem like old Denny's didn't quite have the grand slam he was thinking this movie.
Wait, okay. To be fair though, I'm not saying the movie is bad. One, I haven't seen the movie yet. And two, I think it has a 98 on Rotten Tomatoes right now. So people are really liking the movie. It's just
Well, that's good.
my issue of like, I get that there are characters you do gotta take out of stories sometime, but this character, in my opinion, was pretty important. And also the fact that he is my favorite character in the original story, so.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I think you gotta stop saying who your favorite characters are out loud. Between Lisa Miller and this, I think directors are starting to catch on.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
I'm just saying, I think you just gotta be careful, because they keep hearing, like, and that's who.
Oh, rip Lisa.
And I say these are, like, really good characters. Also, I hope you didn't miss the dragon, Sammy. They can return
Oh,
with a
hey.
vengeance.
Mrs. Dragon is back.
The blue dragon this time.
You gotta love, Logan, I know you used to be very anal about this. You gotta love how, you know, wyverns are just called dragons now, when they should be called wyverns.
I mean, I'll be fair. I always figured, like, wyverns were just a type of dragon, so, I mean, both aren't incorrect.
You're right, Matt. You're absolutely right. That's a wyvern.
Yes, that's a wyvern.
Now, but then I am curious. What's the difference between a drag? Well, now I know what's the difference between a dragon and a wyvern. I got that. I definitely know that. What's the difference between a dragon and a drake?
What even is a drake?
Drakes, I would say, they are more closely related to wyverns in that basically the entire point of like difference between wyverns and dragons. If it has 6 limbs, it's a dragon. If it has 4 limbs, it's a wyvern. So yeah, the and by limbs, I mean like either legs or wings.
Right.
So I think drakes.
Like this is a wyvern because he has no front legs.
Yep. You know what? I'm going to look up. Hold on. Drake.
Oh, look, more ducks.
Yay.
Oh, drakes are dragons without wings. Wyverns are yeah. So drakes are like wyverns, but drakes have instead of wings, just 2 forelimbs and all that.
So does that mean that Ripto was a drake?
You know what?
I guess so.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah, because he did not have wings, and that's why he was freaking outcast from the. That's why he was outcast from the Dragon World or wherever that people didn't like him.
Makes a whole lot of sense when you really think about it.
Yes, it does.
No drakes.
And then there's worms, which are basically dragons with usually just 2 legs. Either no legs or 2 legs.
Oh, that was a real foolproof plan right there.
Ostrava, what happened, man?
Oh, it's you.
Oh.
My father was at the bar.
And you went to talk to him, right?
Well, something like him anyway. A demon in his shape.
Oh.
His quest to ask my father his reasons. To drag him back to the path of righteousness. But it seems it was all in vain.
The old king has gone missing.
Kill my father. In his depraved state, he can only bring peril to these lands.
Okay.
This key opens Boletaria's mausoleum. Inside the mausoleum lies father's sword, the demon twin of soul.
I don't want to get Demon Brant though. I have to go all the way back to the. I have to go all the way back to 1-1.
I think my my big club here will be just fine, buddy.
Oh, he's gone. Okay, bye.
And I so wanted to tell him how good his shoes looked. Oh!
Well, that was
Ostrava!
Oh, there you are.
Hey, I wanted to tell you how good your shoes look.
Greetings, friend.
Ow!
Uh-oh. I don't think that's the same one we know and love.
Oh, he's become a red phantom. Now I gotta give him the bonks.
Aw, bonk.
I know, this is supposed to be a really emotionally poignant moment, but I got a bonk.
Your Majesty, there's a spider on your head!
To be fair,
bonk!
To be fair, Logan, this would only be funnier. Like, I mean, with that weapon, it's not very... it's still a little serious and all that. Now, if it was the Kirk hammer...
Crank it up! Okay. So, yep. With that said, everybody, we have done it. We have made it to the end of 1-4 and can now face the final boss.
Yay.
Bowser?
No. Although I would love that. I actually would love to see a Miyazaki platformer. Duke Onklet was under attack.
So he was.
I'm going to go assist him, and if you have any questions, send for Link. I am tired. I am in a really weird headspace right now. But
again, you shouldn't have You should have had all those drinks last night.
Yeah,
it was a drinking game. It was fun.
Context to that. So me, Logan, and Doug were drinking with our buddy, the Wario TikTok star.
And I was there too. I just didn't drink.
You were the designated driver.
You're fine. You're fine. Note that I'm going to be fighting the boss. He has a very scary attack that I'm not going to like if it hits me with it. I'll explain all that afterwards. Go ahead.
Boy, gal.
Go ahead, Sammy. I think we got a little bit of time here.
So, we
That
were
was
doing
perfect.
a drinking game with them, and we watched an episode of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. So he has a drinking game with rules on it. So the first one being anytime Mario and Luigi mention any kind of food, except in the context of what the mushroom is.
At that point, you may as well be hammered right then and there.
They do that a lot.
Anytime Toad squeaks, anytime pizza appears up in the show, anytime Bowser uses alliteration.
He does that a lot.
You know what? If I was there, I would have added an additional stipulation to that drinking game. Is that if anytime Mario brings up food that makes absolutely no goddamn sense.
Oh, for the entire scenario? Yeah.
Yes.
And then
Pepperoni cheesecake, anyone?
And then there were anytime the Legend of Zelda show appears up, so that's a guaranteed drink each time.
Same with it, do the Mario.
Yeah, and do the Mario. That was the last one.
I mean, that's pretty much guaranteed because they always do that in the credits.
Yep.
Right, and the Toad squeaking is a guarantee because he does do that in the beginning in the beginning
theme song. Yeah.
In the intro, yeah. Okay, now then.
It's like you were asking to get freaking wasted after all that.
Yeah, especially
So we were
especially
drinking with him, and Enter the Fog, and
Thank you.
Our Wario friend got wasted.
Aw.
Logan had 3 whole bottles. And
Mike's Heart Pizza.
Mike's Heart Lemonade. It's like a Diet Coke size bottle. It's not like he downed 3 bottles of whiskey.
Right, it's not a wine. Yeah, it's not a lot. It's not like.
You all had a drinking game without me.
What, did you want to drink to the Mario game?
Fuck no, I'm talking about his old King Allant, not myself. I don't drink.
Speaking of the
thank
fucking,
you. Same here.
Speaking of the fucking drinking game, Anthony and I still need to fucking conquer one of the drinking games that we ducked down on because we were already getting hammered when we did it. That being the kill count of the Sinister movie.
Oh no.
Oh,
We're gonna
jeez.
do it eventually.
Fucking remember when
and Anthony keeps avoiding it like, nope.
I don't blame him, but at the same time, we gotta conquer it somehow. Because once we stopped, the kill count already was at maybe 17 deaths in for the past, like, maybe 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Either that or 5 minutes.
You know what? Real quick, I don't think I ever got this answer when you were talking about it before our recording. Like, what episode of the Super Show did you guys watch?
Toad Warrior.
Okay,
The one where it's like Mad Max and on like the biker and stuff.
Yeah, that's probably one of the episodes I've seen the least. But so that's fair. All I remember is that at one point
the
I
episodes randomly too.
That's fair. The only thing I immediately remember from that episode is like at some point Mario looks in the mirror and is like, "Handsome devil, aren't I?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
no,
when
wait,
he
I
just
saw
looks
that,
over
and
and
he
he
had
says,
the most disinterested
Devil am
look
I?
in himself, like, handsome devil, aren't I? And it's like,
What
I don't
was that?
believe you.
What was that? And also with, I still love I love the idea that Toad had a power star, the literal like big MacGuffin of the Illumination movie, and his big wish was to get to ride a motorcycle. That was his big wish.
Also, I just realized, Old King Allant is 100% a airbender, so that's fun.
Oh my God, you're right.
So yes.
But no,
I'm waiting for him.
Doug, you mentioned like the kill count drinking game. I remember showing, I don't know if you were there for it, but I remember showing Anthony when he is doing the kill count drinking game, the guy who didn't like musicals, and like literally the first person is like 5 kills, and they're like, oh, this is gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh boy. Also, I gotta ask, why was your sword sopping wet earlier?
Oh, I was using sticky white slime again. Again, what that does is if red pine or if pine resin makes my sword deal fire-based damage, sticky white slime makes my sword deal a little bit of magic-based damage, which is very useful against people who have armor, because magic typically can eat through your defenses.
Just don't ask where the white slime came from.
It came
Correct.
from one of the poison swamps, because of course it did.
I believe that's why they ended up changing to sticky white. I believe they changed it to sticky white slime in this, because it used to be called sticky white stuff, which was a little too vague.
They knew.
And done.
So I guess we got lucky because he didn't do his fuck you attack.
Right, the fuck you attack being that you saw him attempt it earlier. His hand glows blue and he starts to grab you. If that hand grabs me, by the way, the real King Allant is going to speak to us as though like, what the hell's happened?
How did you defeat my demonic reflection?
He's also from Still Games, Sam. No, I have no idea if he is or not.
Soul might you have devoured, I wonder.
The rest is up to Isa, the old gossipy crone.
You know what? I'm going to check who plays this guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, when I first heard his lines, I almost mistook it as sounding like Mike Pollock, but nah, I'm pretty sure it's someone else.
Nah. They usually FromSoft has their people.
His name is Peter Marniker. Hold on, let me check if he's been in anything.
While you do that, I'll tell Sammy. So the attack, if he with his hands glow blue, if he were to grab me with that, not only would he deal a good amount of damage to me. I'm currently level 76. Mm-hmm. If his is the only attack in this game, and in any Souls game, if he grabs me, I would go down to level 75, and I would lose a stat point.
Like permanently?
Like permanently.
Fuck.
Just for the rest of the game, you'd have to level up again and get that point back if you get grabbed.
That's mean. But I do that said, by technicality, we won.
We have won. Now we can go back, and we've acquired enough souls that we can lure the old one. So the Maiden in Black can do her thing, and we can hopefully put an end to this whole demonic invasion crap.
So apparently this actor has been in a lot of Wallace and Gromit games. As a character,
oh, really?
Yeah, as a character named Paneer.
Like the Telltale Wallace and Gromit
Telltale
stuff?
Wallace and Gromit. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
He also he is Julius Caesar in Asterix and Obelix versus Julius Caesar. It looks like it's it's one of the live action ones.
movie?
Yeah, it's one of the live action.
Oh, yeah.
Aww. Forge. Anywho, we can now,
Come with me to Oblivion. How long is this fall? I don't know.
ETA.
What do you mean you don't know?
Never tried this before, actually. Usually there's an elevator, but I thought, let's just wing it.
Rip my legs.
Credits roll.
You were showing us that one video earlier of like there's a get freaking gunshot, and then it just cuts to the freaking text. It's like
Snurfette then turned herself into the police and served a life freaking sentence in prison for the events. I do dig the look of the old one though. It gives me like mad Lavos and like different Miyazaki. It looks like a Studio Ghibli kind of character.
That's kind of it.
Kind of does. Like a much more like a much grittier version of that that whole transformation that Hal was going through.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is unfortunate. I haven't seen Howl's Moving Castle all the way through.
We need to watch it.
Sorry.
No, I mean you're fine. It's one. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do a hot take. It's one of those movies where like it should be on me if I get spoiled on it at this point, given how long the movie's been out for. There has to be some movies where it's like, listen, if you got spoiled on it at that point, it's your own fault.
So long. I'm sorry you don't know about Billy Crystal Fire character dying. I'm
He was voiced by Billy Crystal?
Yeah.
I forgot the fire was.
Yeah, he's voiced. Here's another cursor. Yeah, may all your bacon burn. Also, I'm lying. He actually doesn't die. I'm just creating.
Oh, I was gonna say. Well, no. I was gonna say no, Matt. He's nearly dead, which is very different from mostly dead.
That's another thing about earlier. The whole lines not mattering in a movie. Like, I don't remember a movie due to its line. So I guess My Dinner with Andre and The Princess Bride aren't amongst your favorite movies.
Because those are exclusively like cool quotes. Anyway, the old one has arrived, and we're going to introduce ourselves.
We're going straight into the hole.
Don't ever say
Don't
that
say it
again.
like that.
Yeah,
like
no.
You could say like we're entering the entrance, or we will be beckoning.
We are
into
entering
the
the hole.
But I don't like that.
But no.
Jeez, you think you do better? You think you do better upkeep of his his innards?
You know,
I really was thinking I thought you were about to double down and say you really think he would like do some cleaning in his hole.
I mean, he should go. He's probably due to visit his orthodontist at some point or another.
By the way, speaking of movie lines and all that, apparently Christopher Nolan now hates the line. Hold on. Apparently Christopher Nolan hates the line, "You either die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain" from The Dark Knight.
Why?
Now, for two reasons. One, his brother wrote the line, and he's angry that his brother wrote such a great line than not him. And two, the one that actually makes it a little funnier, he said, "Now I understand what that line means."
He only oh damn.
No. I mean, like, it's like as I get older, I know I'm closer to that line.
So this is what is left of the true King Allant after he became a vessel for the Old One. He's this like amorphous, like bulbous-eyed behemoth.
He's sure trying his damnedest, but alas,
this is a victory lap.
Yeah, because what we dealt with earlier was the real final boss. This is just, as you said, a victory lap. And also kind of a pitiful end for the king.
I mean, I think that's the whole point of the fact of, like,
This is what can be done.
Yeah.
You fool. Don't you understand? No one wishes to go on.
So, yeah, that's it. He's down for the count. So what now?
Well, this is the very essence of the Old One, and thankfully just in time.
It's smelling a lot cleaner in here now, thanks to you.
The man cave can be purified once more.
Oh.
Nature is healing. The birds are singing. Isn't it beautiful?
And she will now do her part to restore and perhaps lull the Old One back to sleep.
I shall lull the Old One back to sleep.
You only gotta just say it out loud, but yes, that's what she's gonna do to hopefully help rid the world of the demons and bring it about a new age.
And bring the world back to peace. What do you think of all this, Northet?
Hang on. I can wield Soul Brat.
Oh.
King Sword. Yay!
Woohoo! Why didn't we pick this up? We have no more need to fight. Northet, what are you doing? No, stop. Why'd you do that?
So, are you supposed to do that, or?
No. I just want to.
Oh shit.
No.
Welcome,
I just only wanted to.
Matt, Sam, welcome to the bad ending.
Well, of course.
Because it is believed this is what leads into the realm of Dark Souls. The good ending supposedly would be what would lead to Bloodborne. But we have a little ways to
both
we have
bad
ways to go
worlds.
before we reach Bloodborne.
Both bad worlds as it is. So.
Oh, so you're saying we were fucked either way?
Yep. But also, in real talk, the reason why I did this, Sammy and Matt, was because I like the music that plays in the bad ending credits more.
It's very nice.
Fair enough.
I did it for the music.
I did it for the vibes, the groovy vibes. So that
instead of doing it for the vibe, you did it for the vibe.
Oh,
I did it for the depressing vibes.
I have crippling depression. Anyway, one other quick thing I'll mention before we get on to our thoughts on the game. In the original game, whenever there was an icon when you're holding on a ring or a stat, there'd be like a little image that appears below your health bars. And whenever you wore the cat ring in the original Demon Souls, it was more of a placeholder image, but they never removed it. Whenever you wore the cat's ring, that would basically remove a lot of fall damage from dropping down. Instead of an actual cat, that cat image on the left there on that tree would show below your health bar.
Oh.
And it was literally just a photo of one of the developers' cats.
That's adorable.
That they just put in the game. But anyway. So, that concludes my playthrough of Demon Souls, the Blue Point remake. I'm going to say, I have some friends who are like huge contrarians on this, who don't like nice things, but they'll always be like, oh no, like this, the color theory or the expressions are all wrong and stuff. I don't know. Same with Shadow of the Colossus. I dig what they were trying to do with this to bring modern audiences to try out the game while more or less keeping all of the backbone of the actual coding and like game design stuff there. I like what they did. I enjoyed my time, and I mean, this entire commentary is proof. I don't mind replaying this game. I think it's a very solid game, and I enjoy playing it the way I do, and I look forward to whatever Blue Point will be doing next.
Man, I do wonder if it ever will come to a point where Blue Point will tackle something a little out of the norm for them. Like, I don't know, bring back Ape Escape.
That would be really cool, actually.
It'd be weird, but I'd honestly like to see that series get some sort of love again, as opposed to having to spend an arm and a leg just to get a retro surface.
It doesn't have to look all like, crisp and like realistic visuals. Just, up the lighting and like shading, make everything look really like cartoony and stuff. I'm pretty sure they could handle that.
Yeah.
At least I hope. I don't know. But gaming in general, with all of its like realistic proportions and characters and facial there are times where I worry that there aren't people who know how to do weird surreal styles like Psychonauts anymore.
Aside from the people that made Psychonauts.
And Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush,
I want more stuff. I don't know. But anyway, as far as... Yes?
Signalis or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's also true. That's also true.
Or Ultra Kill.
Yeah. There are more out there. Thank goodness there are more out there. I just want more. I want to watch a Game Awards show or a freaking State of Play, man, and not count on half of one hand the amount of games I see that don't have a realistic visual art style.
Fair enough.
I'm running out.
I mean, honestly, that's kind of the reason why I've mostly just been sticking with Nintendo for the longest time, because they mostly deliver on the kind of stuff I like that isn't always, what everyone else wants.
Right? But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So yeah, so that was Demon's Souls. That was the first of the big Souls games that, hit the mainstream as we know it. Next, I'll be covering Dark Souls Remastered whenever we feel like tackling some more of these podcasty sort of sessions. Sammy, what did you think of the experience?
I was just here for the bullshit and to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender.
And we welcome it.
And would you say that this recent playthrough delivered?
Yes. Yes, it did.
Yay.
Hooray!
How about you, Doug?
I still need to remember what I said before because it's been a while since we had to redo this fucking session.
Sorry!
No, you're fine. It was out of your control.
Take precious care of this one, okay?
It was out of your control. It's fine.
Treat it like you would Sam and Doug's child.
The fuck?
I promise.
No, James, there was a
okay,
funny thing that
talk.
Logan said about me and Doug. He's basically
No,
the one who...
we're gonna let Doug finish his thing first, and then we'll get on to
I do want to hear what that was, actually. I forgot.
I still appreciate how this game introduced a bunch of games later on for the series to behold for a lot of people. I can still like I said before, I can still appreciate the whole style of the series as a whole. It's generally one of my favorite aspects of this kind of thing to happen, even though I still haven't played the games yet. I have Demon's Souls on my wishlist on my PS5 whenever I get to playing it, but I can still appreciate what this series has done as a whole for the community. And that's rare for me even saying that.
For sure.
Because I do like the aesthetic of this whole series.
And many have tried to, capture this as well. Things with, like different games trying to capture the same style of action RPG elements and stuff.
Lest we forget the most recent example in Lies of P.
Liza P, yeah.
I feel like that's more like a Bloodborne situation, but fair enough.
Perhaps. I am looking forward to that Black Sun Wukong.
Yeah, that one looks so much
That one, all of it is interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, okay. But fair enough, Doug. I appreciate getting the chance to share new games with well, even not even maybe say relatively new games, but even just games that are new to people like James and you and Sammy who may not have seen these games all the way through and stuff.
I mean, I think I'm pretty sure I've said it in the first session. I've seen these games before. I just haven't fully played them. Like, I've known them for years.
Well, if my bumbling is any reassurance, these are not... I would not consider these to be, like, actually hard games. Like, they can be punishing games, but if you go into them with the right mindset, that being for all but Bloodborne, patience and, like, learn your enemy's attacks and respond to them. In Bloodborne, just flail like mad and you should be okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Just as long as you follow that, you should be in good hands.
I mean, just in general, the Soul series, regardless of where they come from, their whole bread and butter is just how much they mastered the whole art of trial and error.
For sure.
Without it being it's kind of like what I said before about Ghosts and Goblins. They're the kinds of games where they're hard as nuts, but they always have that one edge to them where they're always you may have died at a point, but then you're damn it, I want to keep trying, and you keep on trying.
Oh, for sure.
You keep on trying until you eventually get it, and then get your ass whooped in the next level.
Speaking of that, not the ass whooping, but everything else up to that point. Matt, what do you think? What did you think of our time with Demon's Souls?
Well, before I go into that, Sammy, what was that thing you were going to say that Logan said? I want to know.
Basically, Logan is basically like he makes our relationship stronger by us fighting for his affections or something around that kind of.
It was something where I said, quote unquote, like I will drive them closer together in their mutual jealousy over me.
Fair enough. Okay.
And now I sit there like the distorted king in the swamp, going, what have I done?
So what we're saying is, among our friend circle, Logan Chavez here is the Casanova of the bunch.
Why would you help me like this?
But no,
Logan, it's been confirmed. You're the Casanova.
What am I? Am I the Don Quixote, I guess, of this group?
Don Quixote?
I guess I'm the
Don Quixote?
I'm the
Like
crazy guy.
For some reason I was thinking of the little donkey friend of El Kabong for some
No.
reason. You said that. I was like, you're not that sword.
That's not Don. That's.
Do you not know who Don Quixote is?
No, I know who Don Quixote is. I just because we had just been recently watching Jellystone. I just the thought of a donkey was just so like prevalent in my head. But no, I know Don Quixote. Thought a windmill was a dragon, went cuckoo, and had a freaking weird Toei anime RPG game with a dungeon crawler based around him. I'll show that to you later. That's a fun one. But Matt, what are your thoughts on Demon Souls?
I love Bloodborne. I think Bloodborne is great. I also do love Dark Souls 3. Never played really much of the other Souls series. Well, okay, I played, but I never finished them. I do like this series. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. Well done. It is not for me. I cannot do this series gameplay-wise, personally. Mainly because I'm one of those people, like, I either need a super, it's why I like Bloodborne, I need either a super fast-paced, quick thinking, like, on your toes game, or a methodical precision, like, planning everything out. So either, like, Cyberpunk, or Baldur's Gate, or Dune Spice Wars, Halo Wars, stuff like that. Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, stuff like that. And Bloodborne. Okay. Again, they're more faster. But I appreciate these games. I think they're very well done, and I give them credit for everything they do. Tone it down on the swaps. For love of all that is holy. Alright?
Please.
Tone it, even Bloodborne, which is a gothic horror, still had swamps. At least 2 of them. We don't need it.
And they stink to high!
Heaven. But, yeah. So, I mean, that kind of, I guess, just wraps up. I mean, otherwise, like, James, you thought that, I hope that you enjoyed this little idea of a more, like, of a more lax commentary. I think.
I mean, it honestly does work out, because otherwise, like, there's not much to really say about these games otherwise. Like, aside from, like, those occasional, like say if you, like, the occasional stumble where you a plan you had goes horribly wrong. And you laugh at your expense.
Yes.
But I guess I could also say regarding the games themselves, like, I can definitely say that I was, like, I'm not gonna outright say I was, like, I've ever been, like, a fan of the Souls series, per se, but I always respected them for what they are, and, I mean, how much of an impact they made on the industry, and I think they deserve a whole bunch of brownie points for that, even now.
Yep, and I appreciate, and I'm happy that FromSoft is able to, was able to escape from this, pit of doing Souls games forever, and they came back with a new Armored Core game, and it's apparently phenomenal, so I'm happy that they are, right now just killing it. And
now, watch as they eventually make some sort of spiritual successor to freaking Metal Wolf Chaos.
Technically, they did. It's Armored Core.
Well, but you know what I mean, like a new.
Yeah, I know. Like, you know what? Get the crazy fucking people who wrote Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance to do a Metal Wolf Chaos type story.
Match made in hell.
Exactly.
Great. And as you're seeing here, this is then where New Game Plus begins. Hop to it again, champ. You've just begun.
Also, you're still not mad at me for literally El Kabonging you and taking that precious soul, right?
What precious soul. Perfect. Let's keep it that way. So, yeah, thankfully in this timeline, she has forgotten all about what has happened to her, and her lumbar has never been more supported. But yeah, I remember that when we started, like, we had to do this as a lax commentary, because I was thinking to myself, there's all these series, they usually have like no background music, so that you can just be, kept in the ambience of all that's happening, and
right, no background music, and story beats are very few and far between, if at all.
Right, unless you're in bosses and stuff, and there, that's where they're able to then make up for that. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you, everybody. You know what? One for the road. But I appreciate giving this curious look-see if you want to see, what it would be like if we just kind of podcasted while I play games horribly. And,
You did... Fuck you, horribly. You did better at this than I'd ever do.
Yahoo! Bye, everybody!
Well, that's another one for the shopping block.
You lose.